a client came to see you
Hmm.
with issues, what does the process look like to you?
I always do a first intake first and want to find out in their own words, what do they find is their biggest challenge and struggle right now for them? Feeling connected to themselves, owning their sensuality and sexuality. And then I always start there. So there's always a questionnaire that I have, and it's a discovery where you get to discover yourself first and foremost. It's not about working together and me being, that. It's like if we're a right fit and we feel like there's a synergy and the harmony between us, absolutely. But I always want a client to gain value, which is why I want them to do that questionnaire. From that place, we would get into a conversation around what are their desires, what are their fears around receiving their desires. So from that point, if we feel like it's a good fit on both sides and we're like, yes, this is a full body, yes, I want to work with you, the energy feels right, and I say the same, then we'd enter into a program, a coaching program. And what that looks like is a variety of different modalities where I would construct a roadmap of where you are in your greatest dreams, where you'd want to be in your pleasure island. So right now we're on struggle mountain. We've got a lot of challenges that are happening. What's it going to take? What's this road going to look like to get you to pleasure island, of where you're relaxing? Like you said, you were just there, Shayna, on a beautiful island. It's like what that's going to be like. What's that itinerary and life design going to look like? And then I help my clients get really, really clear from a place of feeling the potential of what's available for them in their highest form, in their highest joy. And then what we do is I craft a special program that deals with the challenges that show up along the way from them stepping into that version of themselves of who they need to be to do that. And we do that through coaching. We do that through guided meditation, through breath work. I do that through somatic breath and movement. And that's bringing in my spiritual psychology background, my tantric background, and also my plant medicine and shamanic facilitation background. So each session is like a guided ceremonial journey. We're doing energy work. We're doing talk therapy and counsel. We're also going to I'll be doing sometimes there's drumming. We'll be playing certain music. We'll be moving. We'll be feeling ourselves. And I will prescribe different pleasure practices and pleasure tools to help women connect to themselves. And we can decide, oh, what was that challenge or that block inside? So there's a real vulnerability that requires to be in that space to reconnect in. And it tends to be so juicy. Oh my gosh, so fun, really playful and supportive. It's like the things that come out, you never thought you could tell someone until you're in a space and you're like, wow, clients are just sharing things. And they're like, I don't know why I'm telling you this. I'm like, share, bring it out, right? Bring it out. So that's usually what it is. And in that guidance and in the session of the program, women step truly into the potential. The potential of who they are is no longer just this optimistic idea or this ideology. I truly have a tried and true method that walks women through this bridge from who they have been into the 50% plus believable idea, very clear, constructed, crafted through qualities and my methodology that helps them literally step into an entirely new way of being with themselves. That creates a mega positive ripple into every area of their life.
Well, I get the sense that, it may be that people share with you because you're creating such a safe space, and you've lived it and you're sensitive to how to bring that out in them. How do they know that this is a journey for them? I mean, are there certain experiences or blockages or something that they are going through that call them to being, ready for this type of path? I mean, is it for a certain type of woman, or is it literally like anyone could benefit from it?
Truly, anybody could benefit from this. Anybody could benefit from this. Because when I look at it, it's like, who couldn't benefit from being more deeply connected to your pleasure and your joy? Who couldn't benefit from being more connected to your creativity and your ability to design and create and to manifest anything in your life, right? So anyone can benefit from this, truly anyone. And what I do find is women that come to me are women who feel like they're not connected to their femininity or their feminine essence. So I worked with a lot of CEOs or lawyers or female entrepreneurs that lose their creative connection, their sensual connection, because they're more heady, because they're operating more from their head. And that doesn't mean they've had sexual trauma in the past or they've had any trauma. I've had a lot of women who've never experienced trauma at all. So that's not a prerequisite in the work. It's just if you're desiring to feel more connected and be in your body, then that is the right fit. If you're desiring to literally feel more sexy, feel more vitality, feel more energy, feel more what I call like this ecstatic, blissful energy. If you're desiring to have more of a spiritual connection to your potential as a powerful woman and that can create her life and her dreams and her ideal relationship. Those are the women that I'm really excited to work with, because we don't have to do as much heavy lifting up front to clear the trauma. Then we can go right into, great, you're right here. You're meeting me at where you at. Great. Whether you want to have deeper, longer rolling orgasms, or you want to have more devotional sex and lovemaking, or you want to learn your own body and how to feel good in your body, not just sexually, but emotionally. How to handle your anxiety. A lot of women come to me with anxiety, feeling anxious in their body, anxious and uncomfortable in their own skin, that need drugs or alcohol to self-soothe, and therefore go to dates and they drink too much and they never really connect, or they're shut down and they're feeling like they've got to be really tough and protect themselves when it comes to the workspace or in a relationship. Right? So there's a lot of different avenues that women come to me and find me. And like I said, any woman could benefit from this. Any human could benefit from this, ideally. But the core piece is a woman who wants to feel radiant, who wants to feel empowered, who wants to feel liberated and free in her sexy, sensual expression for herself.